Hello there. How you guys doing? Happy Thursday. And to those of you who celebrate today, happy Thanksgiving. For me, it is really just Thursday, so oddly fitting that today we're playing a game that is, well, not obsessed with turkey specifically, but with chicken. It seems to mainly be oven roasted, or well, in the game, they actually show it being prepared in a pan on a stovetop, but I think realistically, oven roasted chicken. So it kind of fits. So interesting how that turned out. Um, Also means that today is, I guess, the last regular stream of November. I am going to be streaming tomorrow, but that's just a bonus stream. So yeah, the year really is just coming to a close faster than I'm able to keep up. So maybe next year I'll be like really like uh, ahead of schedule with everything and like feel really prepared. I doubt it, but I can hope. I think that's just not how I function as a person, but things can change. But yeah, at least for today over here, it is another one of those gloomy days. So, yeah, good day to be inside playing video games, especially, well, at least sometimes slightly gloomy games. Because I mean, Ghost Trick. If you look at this town's death rate in this one night that the game is set in, that's quite concerning. Even if you don't count all the times that people die more than once within the same night, yeah, they're still dropping like flies. So, yeah, not sure what's going on in this town. Maybe they're all just really unlucky. I don't know. Like, maybe at the end of the game we find out that, oh, it's set like on a Friday the 13th, and that's why magically everyone is just dying. But, oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, only some of them have been murder, and only some of them have been like premeditated. Some of them were just accidents. So, yeah, it's just a lot going on in that one night. I also still don't quite know why they're all so worried about this specific one night, because there seems to be a lot of stuff going on in the same exact night, and yeah, I still wonder how all the different plot threads are going to tie together, because there is definitely a lot. Like, I've forgotten his name, but like the detective guy who we saved from being executed last week, that guy, he somehow knew about the main character, and he's been in prison for I think 5 years, but he was like on his last day of, well, being in prison. He was painting a rather accurate painting of the main protagonist's face. So somehow he seems to know the guy. Not that the main protagonist would know if he knows that detective, because the main protagonist still doesn't really know anything other than what his name apparently is. So there are still so many different questions, and I have no clue how it's going to continue, because, like, yeah, it's taking all sorts of twists and turns. And I'm also curious if we'll end up finding any ghosts who've been roaming around in a similar way to the main protagonist. Because we just had one, like, all the way at the start. That was the one who taught the main protagonist the ghost tricks. But all the other ones have been ghosts who didn't know about the whole ghost trick system, who had only just died, and the main protagonist helps stop that from happening. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, I'll just start up the game and we'll just find out eventually. Because, yeah, so many questions. Also, it's taking a bit longer to start up because I forgot that I need to launch Steam before starting up this game. So, yeah. That's the nice thing about GOG games. I don't need to start up the launcher before starting up the games. But eventually, I think, yeah, Steam is almost done starting up. Could only be a matter of seconds now. Okay. And Ghost Trick is now starting up. There we go. And this time I even remembered to plug in my controller. So, I think we just continue. And I'll go with my manual save. Right. So, the issue was he needed to take his medication very urgently, and the medication bottle fell. Right, Emma. And then he wanted to drink some water, and then the water fell. So, we'll just watch it again. So, there. Having a very stressful phone call. Okay. This is terrible. Yep. And then he's calling someone else. Is he just calling back again? Okay, person didn't pick up. Oh, why doesn't she answer? Okay. And then this. Right? And then again, yeah. And then he tries to take the medication, and that flies off. And water, and that doesn't work. Yep. Okay. He's not really interacting with that many people, so I'm not sure how easy that is going to be to prevent. And he's not interacting with that many objects. So, anyway, need to give him this medicine. And right, his spirit doesn't really recognize that that's him. So, before I get the medicine to him, I think I have to buy some time first. All right, and rewind. Okay. So I can interact with the phone. That should tell me who he's calling. Okay, so that wasn't Emma, I'm guessing? Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who's this? How'd you get this number? We have your daughter. Do they? Who's this? Emily's tutor. A tutor calling at this hour? Well, I mean, if the tutor turned into a kidnapper, then yeah, I guess. feel like at that point they probably wouldn't work normal office hours. No. Say one more time. We have your daughter. What? Do they though? Because like, it just looks like a very run down room that she's standing in. But she's the only one there. My daughter? Is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Here for yourself. Okay, so... But why is it... Like, I guess she's off screen. Anyway. Help! It was something about, like, I'm gonna get killed or something. Anyhow. Still not sure if they actually have the daughter. Or just someone who's really good at imitating voices. Because it's weird that... Just off screen. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. Have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? No. I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. Been very thorough. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. Ah! Of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. Trust you understand that? Don't tell the police. Is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. Make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. Oh. Shouldn't promise things you can't actually, do. Because, I mean, the person who was supposed to be executed escaped, and the execution room is not currently functional. So, I guess I'll go there. I think it's just a stylistic choice. So. Okay. Got a new location. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Ah, yeah. Papa, help, I'm gonna be killed. Hey, your mama! What? Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. Well, what's taking the goods so long to arrive? Starting to get concerned. Wait, so they are actually trying to kidnap the daughter? But they haven't yet? Is that it? Soon. Can't actually reach anything from there at the moment. And I don't think I can... No, can't do that. Like I said, all women are like traps. That and this are hardly related. And in the past, I can only use the line on the phone as being... Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely just women that are the problem here. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, so she's not really moving that much. guess I maybe should have gone for when she like interacts with the voice recorder thingy. So maybe that's it. So over there. Yeah, I can't be on the other side of that phone call before he calls, I think. Because otherwise I could mess with the recorder thing. So. Yep. So. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And then at the earliest opportunity, I travel. Yeah, she has a very strange haircut. It's like her hair just grows in giant loops. Well, sure, he also has a weird haircut, but I feel like hers is noticeably weird. But she kind of looks like she's wearing a lampshade. Yeah, so at this point I can't do anything yet. That's just cutscene, basically. Okay. Yeah. And then once I can do stuff, she's just standing there. So I guess I really need to be in the other area. Uh-oh, someone doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. Can't use the phone either. Looks like I fell for a trap. Yeah, right. All have no traps, some are sweet traps, other are bitter. Don't you understand that? Okay, anyway, I think I'd better rethink things here. Yeah, it would be nice if I could just reach something else I can interact with. I guess I can just wait till she actually moves from there. But she might not. Well, time is running out. Yeah, okay. Not supposed to be in that area. Got it. Because she just really doesn't move. Okay. Do I even want to be in the phone? Well, not necessarily, I guess, but maybe I can skip through the conversation a bit better. Yep. That works. I do like the animation of him just, well, almost dropping the phone. Okay, so I stay here. I wonder if when he tries to call the other number, if I can trace that as well, because the person doesn't actually pick up. Kidnapping, eh? Once again, not sure I know what the word means. Apparently it's the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. Better do something about the medicine. Okay. I can examine things. Sure. I have to call my wife. See if it's true. Yeah. It's very inconsistent, the things he knows and doesn't know. Maybe they called the wrong person. Sure. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. It's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. The wife who doesn't answer her phone. Think I know who that is? Yeah, we've met her. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Yeah, not picking up the phone means you're morally bankrupt. Definitely doesn't mean you were busy, didn't hear it, or not near your landline, because this is just landlines. Like, definitely morally bankrupt if you go outside. I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. If only he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks the pitcher to the floor at the end of his full minutes. Such a stupid man. Huh? Once the water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? If anything, the question would be, why have it in an open pitcher instead of a bottle? There may or may not be a reason I drink from a metal bottle, because it doesn't spill, and it doesn't break that easily. Don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So. Yeah, for me personally, having like an open glass right at my computer is a bad idea. Unless I want to constantly need to figure out how to pry the inside of my computer. So. But this works. So, this medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If it could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. Unfortunately, can't even open the... A shabby excuse for a man. Huh? Wears his important-looking uniform, sits working at his stately desk. What does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. He's gonna have a great time once he finds out that's him. And line isn't working. Apparently it only works if the other party answers. Okay. Does that do anything? Get his attention or no? You can't reach the ceiling fan. I can't interact with the pen. And then he's already in the process of dying, basically. Yeah, no changes in what I can interact with at the moment. Oh, maybe I possess the bomb? Would that do anything? Because then I would fly off when I get knocked over. Maybe I'd be able to reach something. Okay, still no changes. Here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man. One lives his life in fits. He's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand? But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. Can't give up now. Okay, so. There. What could I do here? I can raise the arm, I can swing the sword. I mean, maybe that'll affect the curtains? And raising the arm will probably make it so I can reach those things. Guess I'll try the sword first. Ah, it didn't reach. Okay. Raise the arm. And then turn the hanging basket. And do the frame hanger. And I think that'll help. Okay. Oh! So now, if you... Nope, it still doesn't reach. So close. Okay. So maybe if I turned it first, and then had the fruit roll somewhere else, that might have been the thing to do. Yeah, so back we go. And boy. So I'm trying to not be in the phone at all this time. Okay, so it is skipping part of the scene. I guess because they've now acknowledged that there's nothing else I can do at that point. Okay. Yeah. Now it's gonna knock that over. Okay. And then I interact with this. It's so slow. I turn the basket. I interact with that. Okay. Don't know how that helped. If it even did. And undo that. Okay. Yeah. Lower the arm. Yeah, okay. There. I close the curtain. Switch over to this arm. There's so much stuff I need to do. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. Keeping this guy alive is difficult. Nope. Wrong button. Where was the option to save? There. Okay. Just to potentially make it easier to go back to this point. So. And yeah, still can't interact with anything new. Because I just can't do anything before this point. Okay. So. Maybe I close the curtain right at the start? Okay. Raise that arm. Apparently I got an achievement. Spin the globe. Do that. Sure. Close the curtain. Over to that one. I'll do that one. Okay. Does that do anything? Not really. Oh. Okay, so with the way it's falling, maybe I'm supposed to first try and like what did this do again? Like that knocked over that thing. I don't know if that's useful at all. Like, a lot of stuff to do. Isn't enough time to buy some time. But how do I do that? Because I can't mess with the phone. Like, that doesn't do anything. I think. Anything? Any reaction? No. Does not care. And I can't travel through the phone anywhere except the place that was just useless. So how would I buy him some time? Let's see. So the fruit or whatever it is up in that basket? If it's on the sword, it doesn't help the sword reach down to the medicine bottle, so that didn't do it. Maybe if the vase falls down, that has some effect. Still not sure if it has anything, if it does anything useful. Then the curtain, I can switch over to the other side. I guess I can just check what the globe does if I spin that. So, turn that. And then I spin it. Yeah, that does... Oh, okay. Somehow that did something. Okay, so... Now I undo this side, and the other side. Oh, I can roll it. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Roll that. Oh, that's in the way. Okay. So, and I can't load. Fine, I'll just go back. So maybe rolling the globe over? Oops. Maybe that'll do something useful. Yeah, I can't do anything with the phone itself. Okay. Can't go for the phone. Really, the only thing I get access to is the flag. Like, that's the only thing I can actually interact with at this point. And that has basically no effect. It doesn't flap enough that I could reach anything else. So. How would I be able to buy him more time at this point? Can I convince him to do things differently by... No. He does not care. And if I just go for the water jug instead, that's not gonna help. Then I have even less time to do anything. Couldn't they just dive it slower? Because that would help. There, up it goes. And then I'm already on the very strict countdown. I'm just trying to figure out what type of domino effect we're even going for. Try and go for the globe. So, spin it. Okay. And then swing the sword. Wrong way. Because I was hoping that the globe would detach itself from the sword. Like lowering the arm help for that? Don't think so. No. Okay. That did not help. And when the medicine ball falls... It falls into a spot where nothing seems to be able to really reach it. So... Having that sword fall down didn't really help with anything. I mean, it feels like I'm supposed to do that. Like, if I make the vase on this side fall down, then it would raise that side of the sword thingy, which wouldn't really help. If I do the same thing on the other side and then make the sword fall down, potentially would kind of make a ramp. So, if I could then move the bottle Or if I could then roll, like, the globe, maybe that would do it. Okay, so I turn it around, spin the globe, then I undo that side. It takes so long to get to the other side though. Okay. Yeah. No way I can reach that. Then I need to lower the arm, and then close the curtain again. That's too many things. But I think that might be the solution. How do I buy enough time for that? There's enough time. Okay. Can I interact with the phone while he's using it? No. Can't interact with the documents at all. Yeah, the flag moving. It doesn't move very far. So it doesn't have much effect on anything. Unless it helps just keep him cold, or like maybe keep him from like just like the refreshing air to like keep him more comfortable. No, I don't think he cares. I don't think that did anything. What do they want me to do? Is there something I need to do before the countdown of like 3, 2, 1, 0? Is there something I need to do before that countdown? Other than like getting into this position. Okay. So what could that be? Because now I can't travel through the phone anymore, because it's skipping the first segment. So there has to be something I could at some point interact with. Like... Is the ceiling fan affecting anything? I can't get the flag caught in the ceiling fan. I don't think I can interact with the phone at this point. He's not using it, it's not ringing. So... it's not that. Yeah. How could there be some sort of hidden thing that I could potentially interact with? So I'm in the water again? Blah, 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 blah. Can't open it. There's nothing I can do regarding the phone while he's holding the receiver. And seemingly nothing after he puts it down. I feel like there has to be some timing thing that I'm not getting. It's like where there's just a moment of a different item being available to interact with. Changes. Still no changes. Yeah, now we're already at the countdown again. At which point I've already confirmed that I don't have enough time. Is it something to do with the flag? Since that seems to be the only thing I can interact with, so... like, maybe it's just timing the flag. In which case, I'm not sure what they're looking for. And the ceiling fan doesn't really move in any particular way that would allow it to interact with the flag. Yeah, I can't dial while he's holding it. Yeah. As he's putting it back. I doubt I can dial in that exact moment. He's holding it, but like... yeah. The flag doesn't really go far enough to interact with anything other than the water pitcher. No changes and like maybe if I time it right and the flag gets in the way of him trying to grab the water. Oh, okay. Interesting. Still can't dial. Oh, yes! Yes! Okay. There? Better? There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. Still breathing, apparently. Looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? Can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least I bought some time. Okay. I did something. Oh. I assume the phone still doesn't... Yeah, it's not connected. So how do I now get back over to the medication? His face changed. Situation is still the same. Can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while I was drinking the water. Okay. Sure. There. Now I just need to wait for the right moment. Okay. And... come on. Okay. While he was drinking the water. Oh, the... yeah. It's gonna be up to the... yes. Okay. That was the thing I was missing. That should help. Set some water. Okay. Still breathing. There. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to try and there. Fly over on that page. There. Okay, time for the next step. About this medicine bottle. Minister's going to make a full... if the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. How is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? Guess I'll have to use my head. Okay. Yes, I think I was on the right track. So this side first to make it so the vase is in position. Okay. Or whatever that thing's supposed to be. There. And then close that again. Do I want to also get this one? No, I think that was too much. That was really loud. Looks a lot heavier. It's a lot heavier than it looks. Wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. Don't have feet, so I don't have to worry. Okay. Yeah. And then lower that. Drop that. Right, so now it's definitely not in the right position anymore. Or is it? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I'll go back to this point. And then almost. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it is a tricky one. So. Should I loosen this side first? I think so. Okay. Then lower the arm. That around. Spin it below. Okay. Then I drop that. Yes. And then I roll the blow. Whoa. How do I do that? Okay, it's not rolling any further. Maybe now I drop the other box? There. Okay. And then swing that. Yep. Close enough. I think that's too many. There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe even took too much medicine. Such a greedy man. Huh? Supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? And he doesn't realize that knowing that fact means that he maybe is that person. Oh, cut the guy some slack. There, see? was a lot of work. Hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. Have you learned something from this experience? First, know yourself. That's the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. Okay. Yes? So the Justice Minister is now back to life. Furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, detective. He's sentenced after a fair trial. The man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence. All he had was his own confession. It was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Told you I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. Might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. What? So, please, just give me a little more time. Just got a call from the prison. Death row convict has apparently just escaped. Fortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister, that's all there is to it. Sure. Okay. I'll save again. So... What am I supposed to do now? Ah. That got our attention. Cecil, you're here! Sounds like the minister is being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason. I told Lynn what I'd learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still... that's no reason to hurry forward with the execution. He maybe disagrees with that. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? Poor man. I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way, do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it? Having no legs. It kind of looks like a threat. I'm trying to talk to her. The sword and globe combo is heavy. And I'm in here too, don't forget. Guess that means a single soul is heavier than the whole world. Maybe I'll use this thing to persuade the minister to change his mind. Good luck with that. So now I'm in the globe instead? too, don't forget. Okay, so no difference from switching over. What's he saying? What are you doing with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question. Were you talking to somebody just now? Of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as guys, right? Are you talking about me? No? There's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. So I'm a dream, eh? Mr. Minister? We know about your daughter. Wait, the globe and I. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. And... well, medicine. I think he took basically all of it. So I think that bottle is empty now. Oh well. Now what am I going to do? Death row prisoner has escaped. If he hasn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Emily. What if the execution isn't the right thing to do? Huh? Come on, Len. Keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? Okay, so now I should be able to use the phone. Oh, wait a second. We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me while I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. Okay. Oops. How rude. So, this apartment, I think, is the place to go to. That would be the apartment he was trying to call when nobody picked up. And she isn't in bed. Just like before. I don't see the little girl anywhere. So, does this mean she was really kidnapped? In spite of the fact that her husband and daughter are in trouble, the novelist types passionately on. I don't get it. How did the kidnappers get a hold of the little girl? I mean, maybe she ran away. Can I reach? No. Okay, so I guess I'm going somewhere else. Are you back here now? I really should pay the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, but want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Yes, save. New chapter. Chapter 11. 10 minutes past midnight. And yes, ghosts. How are you doing today? The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner, Jode, to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took you so long? Your instinct was right. Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. Took me forever to shake them. Now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. That's okay. That's what I love about you. Neat. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There. See that? Beauty. Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Pretty sure he's supposed to stay awake, though. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. And you fell asleep. Beauty. I wasn't kidding about taking a nap. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. Don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Yeah, like in the... there was that weird contraption in that one basement where I think turning on the lights made the person at the door get shot with an arrow? Something like that. So... feels like a good point to save again. So... could burn that. I think that's supposed to make the stars swinging back and forth. Open that door. It doesn't stay open. Okay. So, let's burn that. There you go. You can get that one stuck in the... Yep, yep. Spin that faster. Ah. Okay. So now if I can manage to get back. I'd be able to nudge that tennis ball. Okay. Only tilts one way. Darn. Can't reach my destination from here. No, it's not really doing much. And yeah, it's quite a bit off. Yeah. It's not really doing anything useful. No. Okay, close that again. Okay. There. Now I can deal with the tennis ball. Can't reach the stuff down there. Ah. So now, maybe, yep. Okay. Okay, we've got some party popper thingies. I feel like I've almost got it, but if I set them off in the wrong order, it's keep going back instead of continuing. Really? Really? Did it reset everything? Title. Select. Fine. So, yeah, it didn't actually save my progress. Mean. Oh, that's what I get. There. Now that's stuck on there. And I make that spin faster to drop the tennis ball. Okay. And then I go back. And open the door. Yes, yes. Not there yet. Okay, so I can't roll the tennis ball. Can spin this. I don't think I've ever seen one of these spinny things IRL. But I guess they exist. Okay. Ah. So that's now attached to the ceiling fan. Can I get caught on the spinny thing? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Just my imagination. Is that no? Yes. Okay. That did have an effect. So if I tilt this now. It's one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, something like this really necessary. Something can be lit. Makes me want to light it. Need another core to reach the trunk and open it. Wonder if we can create a new core. Are we gonna commit murder? He does seem to be sitting on a box of explosives. So I think it might be time for a tiny bit of murder. But I guess, is it murder if the person doing the murdering is already dead? Make it spin faster? Is that gonna help at all? Not sure. Oh, yes. That did help. Okay, that lit that candle. Then that could light those. Yes. Ah. Now this lights that. Okay. Just my imagination. Yep, sure. And there. How'd you fit in that? And you look so relaxed too. What in the... what's going on here? This little lady is... right. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? don't think she is. Just my imagination. Oh. Now he actually woke up. What's with the book and the juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on the lady's face. Wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? Like some bread and milk, please? At your service, my dear. I'll be back in a flash. Hey, mister? Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Am I kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. I mean... yeah. She has her reasons, I just do. It is a unique combination. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy, forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? I hear this girl's old house. Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years. 5 years, huh? I wonder what happened 5 years ago. Maybe that was exactly when her father just happened to be arrested and went to prison. And then the woman who was basically his, he was basically mentoring her. And she then decided to take in the daughter who didn't have any, well, the parents were either dead or imprisoned, so not really able to take care of the girl. So, yeah. I wonder why this house has been empty for 5 years. It's been empty for 5 years. Apparently nobody ever comes here. Never mind that. What about the bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. So you're just gonna go off to the grocery store? Because I don't think this house would have anything that's still okay to consume after 5 years. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house. What's going on here? Okay. Oh. Is it because she still has a core? Because I thought she... No, she didn't die in the previous one. Because when we previously saw her, like, she was tied up, but not dead. The dog had been killed. What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died some time after that. Also means somebody else must have saved her. That thing I was talking about at the start of the stream of like, With the death rate in this town, how are there not other ghosts roaming around messing with things? I'd better ask her what happened. Yeah. Good idea. Who's there? Oh. Wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Right. Wait. Wait a second. Missile was the dog who was brought back. But when it left, the dog was still alive. So did the dog die again, only to save her? Because that could be a thing that dog would do. Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry. I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Sissel. My name's Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. No, it's her twin sister. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing that this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Now she heard that it's the ghost world as well. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really, I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. There's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway. Don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, Sissy. Sissy. Sissy, eh? Yeah, a lot of the expressions are quite fun in this game. And the animations, they just did a really good job with it. I'll ask about kidnapping. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I don't know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I should have gone through that park. What park? Thameslink Park. The shortcuts to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Thameslink Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. I bet it's the music box. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. Finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You know. You don't have to humor me. Whoops. So, what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before? Just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. So she basically knew she was going to get kidnapped. But it's still there in the park. You did well. So, the music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. So, this is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. Now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Has he figured it out yet? Is he the Justice Minister? No, he hasn't figured it out. Yeah, he has not figured it out. My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean, because of me? Oh, the detective guy who was sentenced to death. The specific crime he was accused of was killing his wife in the presence of a family member. Family member. But I'm sure there's still more details. Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way! Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd! That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case! He's so surprised. It was Mum's birthday that day. My mum and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mum. I set up that contraption. Around, Camilla. Why is it dark? Ah. Whoopsies. Oopsie daisy. Uh-huh. Why does that other guy have the same exact contraption? What's that noise? Yep. Huh. So. So her father figured the best thing to do is not to tell the truth about what happened and how it was an accident. Obviously, the best thing to do was for him to say that he did it and for him to go to prison to be executed. Okay. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. Well, how exactly was it supposed to happen? Because that's clearly not how it worked out. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. Huh. Yeah. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is all so unbelievably tragic. And I have so many questions. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Chad's daughter. Yup. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. He's a very slow learner. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Whoops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore. I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. Yep. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. I mean, yeah, kidnapping, that's apparently acceptable, but like, breaking and entering, that would be crossing a line. He only breaks into abandoned buildings. Like, I feel like kidnapping a child would be a worse charge. And yes, kidnapping does have inconvenient working hours. At least in this case, yeah. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. We couldn't meet at the restaurant. Aren't we supposed to meet here? Wasn't Cecil the person they were supposed to meet? Because that was the impression I was getting. But then again, like, why? Yes, he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. Can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. Told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Right. As you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Oh, that was her. Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. Next time I sense you, this child will die. She already did previously, so... remember that. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. But the book. She dropped the book. Get her book. No? Rude. She was reading that. Oh right, he was in the book. God. All of a sudden, I'm left behind, alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady's gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does I know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. It says your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? I mean, she possibly knows something. I don't think he does. Okay. Another chapter done. Chapter 12. Looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. Then again, well, they did kidnap her in the park. So I guess maybe they didn't know which kid it is. Because they just kidnapped whichever child was showing up in the park. Potentially. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Oh boy. I told Lynn what I'd found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted, that the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. You don't say. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. A poor girl kidnapped for ransom for her own father's execution. It's just too much. Cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way that could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. This guy almost died twice. Maybe give him some room. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe you? I'm a realist. Please. You don't believe what we say? See for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times, my wife won't answer. She won't. It's complicated. Why does life have to be such a complicated thing? She doesn't answer. Doesn't that mean everything's normal? That doesn't prove it. I'm being watched. Can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? I mean, he has a point. Like, there is still the whole kidnapping situation going on. Oh, wait, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Oh. There is. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cavanella! I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Chowd! Detective Chowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Well, he knows he's innocent too, so... Lynn! Please, don't apologize to me. The beautiful love between a teacher and student, it brings a tear to my eye. Yeah. So... about that, is he still gonna try and arrest Lynn? Can't reach him. Dang it. Yes, I can't go back up to a ceiling fan from here. I guess I'll talk to Lynn. According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers, they were lying in wait for her. But Emily didn't go out after all, she couldn't. She had a fever. Huh. So the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead. Apparently. Emily and Camilla are about the same age. Kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Oh, right, you asked her to bring the music box. Camilla. Okay. So... Can I talk to him? Or is he just going to refuse? My poor Emily, is she alright? Actually the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is Dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute, Emily? Could that be the Emily next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. I don't think he does. I believe it's just his wife and daughter. Yep. Ay, not me. My wife, it's complicated. Yeah, bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. Unless his wife ran away on it. Maybe they grew apart. What with him being so busy? Yeah, bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. Fair. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cavanello, that the execution was tonight? I couldn't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Judd could never have done such a thing. Come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. Two, tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishments. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So, were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough then. But Detective Jack! I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. Yeah, specifically the going off to brag about it part. That is definitely how stuff works. But okay, so now he decided to stand a bit closer. How nice of him. Hi. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. See, I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I had no idea it was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Does he already know that Lynn died? I guess might have been mentioned at some point, but still. He's so... he doesn't seem surprised by the fact that Lynn is just jumping into the conversation with a ghost. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. Right, can't be. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What are you talking about? Listen to him. I am the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. When I'm executed tonight, that'll be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. Your dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true, what Camilla said? I mean, what reason would she really have to lie about it? That would be a very elaborate plan. Her lying about it to a ghost to try and get her father out of prison. So, why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. I came home from work. She went in first. Mom! What was that noise? Yeah. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. Impossible move. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. There were two very strange points about that contraption. First was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So, it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid. Right. Right, it just turns around. Wait a second. Was there a ghost already messing with things? I bet there was. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. Made a small adjustment to the scene, turned myself in. What kind of adjustment? Gun, of course. A gun, eh? Come to think of it. Yep, it was missing. There wasn't a gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not. That's because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. One thing was for certain, that gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it. Put it in a wooden box. And gave it to a certain detective. Could it be a music box? What, you mean? That detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what's in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give the police, my own pistol. Did a few other things to make it look good. Won't go into details. When I was all alone, I turned myself in. Okay then. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. Shout armor, there's no other explanation. That's what I've convinced everyone of, even me. Tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. Powers of the dead, right? That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. My car. Says your presence, you know. Kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about the powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jade. Still time before dawn. A little. Anyway. How do you see this case through to the end before you die? Good talk. Detective Jade, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time. Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jade. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's still out there and going to prove it. Well, the true perpetrator might have died 5 years ago and committed the murder after death. So unless that person then got brought back. For Camilla's sake, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jeff. Lynn, where's that music box now? Sounds Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Isn't she going to get arrested again in just a second? Cecil, take care of Detective Jade. Do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. Yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. Oh. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. Interesting thing to call his former friend. A little change in plans. My daughter's been kidnapped. Can't just go off and die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you, with a special seat just for you, baby. He's not even slightly intrigued by the fact that all this is... Okay. Sure. And I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. Want to save Camilla? More ways than one. That's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. More ways than one. Almost kicked him in the stomach. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have our decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. Great plan. Thanks. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow to me. Especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange prison man to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. Where did he keep that? The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Technically, it's now a different day than the one his execution was scheduled for. So. Huh. Because it's past midnight. Still the same night, I guess, but not the same day. Okay. So could travel somewhere else. So that is an option. I guess we'll talk to him first. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, wouldn't be great. It would be great. It would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Reading is a skill. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever gonna answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. The telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? I'm saying as only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others, but you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, detective. These past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. Can't go meekly to the chair now. Hate to ask this, but do you mind saving me? I'll try. He's getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution. The key is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Well, I guess the way would be going over there and somehow causing a phone call. But where is the daughter? 'Cause before she was in bed. Oh, fine. She's still in bed. Just as I thought. Yep. Little girl is safe in bed. Cough, cough. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of sad fate lit a fire in Jad's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. Getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. I bet this mistaken ridden abduction does too. Yep. Chapter 13. I visited the novelist's apartment again, hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. My darling angel, I just listened to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. So all of this is happening on his birthday too. Lovely. Wait, but I guess the question would be, like, did she go out this day? Or a different day? And also, is her father's birthday the previous day or the current day, since it is now past midnight? You said I wanted a new lighter. Well, that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Cough, cough, cough. Oh, look at what it brought you. My fever is worse. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling. Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday. Even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. I hate you. Looks like this little girl was safe all along. Already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Okay. Am I gonna drop the phone on her head? Possibly. The phone! Okay. She's gonna intervene, of course. Dial faster! Emily, I told you you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Father's about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. Okay. Her hair changed. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Look at it. Lovely. I hate you. There. I'll be keeping an eye on you now, so you don't do anything else mischievous. No, mischievous. There. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know? Well. That didn't quite work out. Okay, can open that thing. I can release the rat. I guess potentially lower the chandelier. Can open that. And that's it. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on our desk before? Poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. Well, it is currently on the bookshelf. Can make a clock chime on the wall. Try and start a fire. Hello. How are you doing today? Not sure what that would do. Turn the valve. Ah. Nice. So I have a feeling that I'm gonna open that to drop the rat down. And then poor rat. Make it chime then? Yep. That got her attention. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. Rude. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? All right. Oh. Rat. Did I just kill the rat? I think I might have. Oh heavens, a blackout! At a critical time like this! Oh, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I, myself, am not very fond of the dark. Okay. That's a low-hanging chandelier. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. That's why it lowers. So she can light it. That makes sense. Okay, she's gonna be drinking the match. Yum. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Okay. Will that do anything? Don't think so. So I can potentially lower the chandelier again, which is currently right above her wine glass. Nothing there now. Alright. Time to start some fires, potentially. That almost lit her hair on fire. What a naughty chandelier. What if I do it again while she's standing under it? Such insolence. Didn't quite get the timing right. There. Eek. Got her. Emily, help me! Ah. Sorry, Mama. I'm too busy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Convenient. Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Whoops. What is going on here? Emily, look! You see this? Help me, please. Sorry, too sick. Can't get out of bed. My head is spinning. Guess I'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Whoops. Okay. So... if I recall, when Alice said she didn't like the dark. Don't want her thrashing around anymore. Yeah, that's not enough to be able to reach. Yeah. That's not doing anything at the moment. Okay. I almost set her on fire. Whoops. there. Is the rat gonna... Ah! There. That worked. Mama! What in the world is going on here? Nothing. Just a normal evening. She calmed down. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? It'll just be a minute. I mean, to be fair, he could probably get some help. Don't you dare believe I won't have it. There. Hello, Papa. Emily, is that you? Of course it is, silly. What do you think? But I heard that they said you were... No, never mind. That's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry you couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to a mean old mama. Your mean old mama, I mean your mother, what is she up to right now? She's certainly up, alright. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down. She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. It's alright now. Okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can tell you. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of a justice minister is very complicated, you see. Okay? Just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. Love you. Love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. He still doesn't know his daughter is sick in bed. Mama, I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Emily. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up, after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling a little too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on the holiest of nights, my deadline looks Like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. Such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows of the minister's brow. On the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is. At least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Think so. Neat. The Minister's family now has their smiles back. Well, their smiles and harmony back. Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the Minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is gonna happen. Well. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake. And for mine. Why was he looking in that direction? No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet, you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course. There's still the matter of the kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Gonna talk to him now. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I exist? That thank you I expressed, that was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who controlled others, a manipulator. What's this? That's why our execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jad. Mr. Minister, why didn't you just tell us everything you know? Why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. Need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course, you know, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jad. Right. Don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Lots more. A rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. Curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime. Both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? Curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office. The rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanella has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. First case of its kind was a locked room murder involving a nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken. But it proved to be a big mistake. What? You mentioned a mistake? Could you tell us about it? I suppose everyone here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanella can hear this too. Yes? There's something I'd like the 2 of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What is this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jad's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document? No, I mustn't sign it. Hey, don't deliver that document. Well, that's That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Well. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I'd been manipulated. My memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain. Eh? Hello, Lynn. Shooting. Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cavanagh's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. Something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I'd no evidence to present that I could actually be controlled, that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose that sounds a bit like an excuse. Should at least have told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. She was carrying her wine glass all the way over here. Then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. Explained to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Oddly specific. Thank you for the 15 stream watch streak. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So, there's somebody else behind, besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. Maybe it was the desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that the person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cavanella, this manipulator is a ghost. A departed spirit? Spirit. As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What do you say? Shit, don't you tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, thanks, God's in heaven. Excuse me, mister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decisions, sir. Is it just gonna run off? Yep. There he goes. Yeah, the guards can't. scare me though. True that. But they don't count. They're just part of the scenery. This is Lynn, I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're here, come to the park immediately. Ethan? Looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yep. Guess so, huh? Indeed. When calls, I oblige. I take off towards Temesek Park. Temesek Park. A place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jared's crime, execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Yup. It was shaking, so. Yeah? Chapter 14. Temesek Park, the site of the little Lady Camilla's abduction tonight. The place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. She's twirling a leaf like that. Like it's a coin or something. Nice. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she's not dead. But what'd she find? Good question. Okay. Huh? What's he doing here? Lala. Let me spend a moment's time with you, Lala. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. Lala. A little late? It's already ice cold. There. And just gonna spin that. Hope the food gets flung. Nope. Not happening. Fine. Oops. Okay. A love letter? Okay. Leaflet, umbrella. Okay. She's really not paying attention. Okay. There. So, I do that. Switch the baseball. She's still fidgeting with that leaf. Hello. It is me, the leaf. Hey, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right. Can't find the music box anywhere. Found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible. What is it? Ah. There. I'm across. You better see for yourself. It's a corpse. Looks like a dead body. Nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope. Suppose not. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park. The rock of the gods. Do that. You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know I'd be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly, examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Go now. Study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the rock with the gods with me. The rock of the gods. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Okay. Yep. So I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay. What does that have to do with this rock of the gods you mentioned? Still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Eek. I'm having too much fun with it. Okay. Just hold on. I'll be right there. I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Ever so gently. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Hey. Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. She's strong. Ah. Interesting, that. So, that thing falling killed her, which is why she had the form. And someone went back to 4 minutes before her death to do this. To kill the other guy. Specifically him. Poor guy. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino, the mascot. Symbol of Tensock Park. Forget about the name of that big, creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. As called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? Nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Can you imagine? Okay. Look at that! There's another flame beside mine! Hey. So that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so... Hey, pardon me, but... Are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. The last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. It was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or something god-related. Well, I didn't get the option, so... Maybe I'd better try talking to this person. Yes, maybe. Hello? What the... This person with much greater powers than me, it's... you. Hey! So Miss L died again? How did Miss L die again? Because, like, last I saw Miss L was alive. Har har. That's all. Oh my, you look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. Tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla. You telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Miss L, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. Oh boy. After Miss Camilla went out and you left. I worked like crazy to make my own path and I did it. Okay. And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wild world. Huh? Yeah? And then, here this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked. You bet I did. I went running after her too. Huh? Oh. Well. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. What have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! How to rescue Miss Camilla was up to me. Cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... Yep. I can't tell you how surprised I was. I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death. You bet I did. I just really decided to kill that other guy. It's a bit mean. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back. Okay. Yep. And he drops that thing. There's my chance, I thought. Saw the core. Dunno, it looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw towards the core. How I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead, try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And then you manipulated that Mino thing? Throw it aside? Right on top of my head? Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't. Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too. Oh, Missile can switch things, I guess. A single leaf hanging from the tree. Tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things. But apparently, I can swap them. As long as two things have the same shape, that is. You can swap things with the same shape. Go ahead. Try it. Press swap. Sure. That's incredible. So that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. The powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. It was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branch of a tree. In the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If me and I could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain on my head. But what is this thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Yes. American football thingy. Whatever it is, I much prefer it on my head than Mino. So why didn't you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But this was just too far for me, I couldn't reach. Ah. Yeah. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death. I do say so myself. Yeah, don't know. Either way, it's a ball. Let's not... a sphere. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Oh, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course. Naturally. So, we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Okay. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. I'm not sure if it was fully established that he died. He was at least unconscious. But... oh. I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, a rugby ball, huh? A rugby ball, where it is now, I still can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Miss O. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press that button. Okay. Sure. I guess he did, yeah. It's been a while. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then if you press the button again, swap back. Control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together, we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Okay. So... nice trowel. Oops. I think I wasn't supposed to go that way. Let's go back. Oopsies. Went the wrong way. There. Okay. How did you manage to reach there? Oh, I guess that's later on. Okay. So. Open the dumpster. And then... move the seesaw again. There he is. I think I'm maybe supposed to be that baseball. Not sure. Fine, he's spinning it, so I can just use that. There. And then... like that. And the umbrella. And then... look at this funny flattened ball. Yep. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. It's spot. It's too far for me to switch from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball a little closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. Must be something we can do. So... spin that thing again. Yeah, I think I'm too late already. Okay, back to the beginning. So, I go this way. And... that's... sure are a lot of round things around here. Oh, full. That means it's time for me, right? My hair is also round. Let's see. To use my soul powers, just tap that button, see what happens. Okay. Yeah. Tire? No? Tire? No? Ah, okay, so I think maybe I have to... wait. Nope. My aim is off. No. Nope. Why is my aim so bad? Nope. 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 There. Swap. Okay. No. Still can't reach from there. Here. Peek him already. Yeah, I think that one will now be catapulted up. Stakes. When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. Now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking. If we'd stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It might be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, eh? Okay, I mean, I can't really reach him. Switch. And then switch again. Is that any better? Yeah, I could. No. No. Same situation again. Aim. There. Swap those. And then... swap those. Yeah. No, wrong button. This is getting complicated. So... that. Okay, that didn't work. Fine. Close enough. So... do you think it needs to be the basketball? Sorry about all this trouble. Whoops. Blah 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 blah. I'm busy. You get out of the way. Right, can't really move further out of the way than that. Yep. Oops. Always in the way. Sure, swap those. Okay. And then we're gonna seesaw. And then swapping those. So now maybe the ball thingy shouldn't spin as fast? Ah, right. Look at this funny flattened ball. Yep. Same shape. Too far. Yep. Right. Is that over? Nope. Too heavy. Because of the swap I made. Guess the ball is all the weight I can handle. Okay. That wasn't enough to move it at all. Alright. I need to switch these around again. And then get myself out of the seesaw. And then switch back again. Move the seesaw. Okay. The saw's in the wrong place. Okay. No. There. And now missile can try and... No, didn't mean to do that. Maybe ball, blah 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 blah. Missile can't really reach that. Okay. So. No, don't swap those. Swap to the... Swap to the... Swap to the... No. No. I need to be so precise for this. There. Okay. No. Dang it. Okay. Now I go into the baseball. Swap it with the basketball. And then I need to wait for the right second. Wrestle that. Okay. That didn't quite do it. Oh boy. I need to be so precise for this. Open that. Then move over there. And that's pretty much as far as you can go. Yes, I know, there's like lots of round things. Okay. So now I need to be very precise again. Right. Well, I guess I could swap these two. I'm not even sure which object I want to have on the seesaw. Oh, maybe I want the baseball on the seesaw, but I want the basketball and the tire to be the ones that switch. So, swap those. Then I swap those. Okay. Maybe. Don't know. Let's see, missile. Don't swap. Just move over that way. Yeah, can't reach anything. From here I can't really do much. Until he starts spinning that thing. Okay. Now I can... almost. Nope. Almost. There. Okay. Rustle this thing. I really hope I'm early enough this time. Come on. What am I missing? Because I'm trying to get him to move the umbrella down earlier. I guess, no. Maybe I really have to swap the tire onto the seesaw. Just late enough. So... at this point I can still move the seesaw. And then... yes, I noticed. Now I should be able to swap these. So maybe that'll do it. Yeah, it's not moving at all anymore. Okay. So, I guess now when he's gonna use the seesaw, like... har. See what you did there. Jumps, and that happens. That's not really any better. So the tire on the seesaw isn't the solution, I think. So how am I supposed to... swap those. And I guess... no, can't reach yet. I guess once it rolls back... right, now I can reach. And then I guess swap those. So now it's back to the baseball. Ah, okay. So fast. Huh. I don't have anything of that shape. Unless... switch back... I guess to the baseball? And then... no, that won't reach. How am I supposed to do anything about the swing set? It's just... I don't get it. I'll be able to do at this point. Can't swap those leaflets. Don't think I can swap the umbrella with anything. Yeah, it's quite a different shape. And then once I do that, yeah, it just immediately switches. It's so mean. It doesn't matter how long it takes me. Exactly when I rustle the note tied to that balloon, he jumps over him. Nothing here. Can't reach it yet. Can't reach the leaf either. Yeah, that is exactly what I want to try, but the game won't let me. So, that's the exact problem. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Wrong button again. There. Move that. I mean, the seesaw on the lid. I'm just mashing buttons now. I don't think those are close enough in shape. Doesn't count. And I don't think there's a reason for me to close the lid again. Come on. Yeah, I'm starting to get a cramp in my hand from trying to, like, specifically to this movement. as precisely as possible. Don't really have a reason to interact with that. No, don't swap it again. There. The location of the swing doesn't quite match up. Yeah, those don't have a very similar shape either. Swap those around. Swap those around again. He still can't reach it from here. And then, at this point, it's basically already stuck. I guess maybe, possibly, if I had moved the seesaw, maybe that would have been just enough for me to go from the seesaw over to the other thing. Whoops. Did I mess up again? I think I might have. Okay. There. Okay. So move the seesaw. Switch over. Yes, I am aware. Been pointed out. No. Okay. That's still not good enough. Fine. Can't swap those. There. Swap. And then... Whoops. Nope. Now. Swap. And then potentially swap back. And then what? So, oops. There. Move the seesaw. Move the seesaw. Then I switch to missile and switch it to the basketball. Yeah, that's not working. I was thinking switching it while the ball's on the other side while the seesaw's moving, but I don't think that'll work out. I don't know. It's a little difficult. So many moving parts now. My aim is just Not up to this. Can I be precise enough? Not really. It just switches so fast. Like, maybe that's just an issue of my controller specifically, but they are so strict. Alright. Now I'm trying to use the arrow pad thingy, whatever that's called. Worked slightly better. Alright, run button. So... now what? Alright, run button. Need to be a lot more precise with my button presses. And those shapes aren't close enough. Can't really do anything to mess with the swings. I don't really get it. I keep pressing the wrong buttons constantly. Yeah. Still not gonna work this time. Nope. And then, as soon as I interact with this, he immediately jumps over. Yeah. I don't get it. Well, I figured that I'm on the right track, but like, there's a crucial flaw in my plan. And I keep bumping into the same exact crucial flaw. So. I think it might be enough for one day. Yeah, if only, but not sure how to make that happen yet. So. Nothing to reach. Too late. Yeah. So. Character title. Pretty sure it did save in that area, didn't it? Yes, it did. So it'll be fine. Everything's fine. But yeah. Yes, I'll give it a proper attempt next time when my hand hopefully isn't cramping up. Because that definitely makes it more difficult. Can't deny that. So, yes, once again, happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate. And happy Thursday to everyone else. Yeah, hands are overrated. Yeah, for me, I don't really play with the controller that much, so I'm just not really that used to it. And it's very precise movements that require, like, the thing is, maybe it is, at least in part, my controller, uh, maybe other controllers would deal with that a bit better, where, like, a small movement would count. Because with this one, I need to move the thingy, the stick. I need to move it quite far in order for it to start moving on screen. And then it's like incredible precision that's apparently required at that point after like moving it just the right amount. And then I need to be really fast. So yeah, it's difficult. And that's why I've got a cramp in my hand. So yeah. Yeah, it's just, it seemed like the game recommended the using the controller, so it would probably be easier with mouse controls, so might be worth looking into if I continue having such issues with this part. Because with Missile and Sissel switching places constantly and like switching items around and needing to really aim, that's not been as much of a problem before. But yeah, whatever. However you pronounce the names or however you spell them, the game doesn't spell it like that, but regardless. I'll do my best to figure out that puzzle next time, so next Thursday. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing more Sims 2. And yeah. Well, the thing is, I really tried to figure out that puzzle for like an hour, so I'm a bit exhausted. So yeah, if I'm if I seem annoyed, that's why. And my hand hurts. So yeah, yeah. But yeah. Yes, I'll be continuing where I left off back in October. So the plan is to continue that save. But other than that, I haven't planned anything specific. So we'll just see what happens. We'll figure out like what we want the household to try and do other than survive and not run out of money. So yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, who are we going to raid? That's always a difficult question. Like, if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Yeah, could try any of those. If the thing I try and go for is marrying death, then somebody will have to die. Because death doesn't just randomly show up on the lot. So, yeah. We'll see. But, yeah, I haven't made any specific plans for that yet. So, we'll just figure it out as we go. So, yeah. Well, we've had 2 deaths. I think. 1 death? 1 death. I think it was the Avatar starving. I think that was the only death? Or was there another one? Yes, need to convince Death to act in the movie, obviously. What else would you do? Hey. Let's see. How about some Dark Souls? That's a difficult game and could even be played with a controller. Yeah. Uh, well, the Avatar didn't start out dead. Just LeChuck started out dead, but the Avatar was dead quite early on. Whoops. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.